competition with the masked enigma from Puerto Rico, El Vejigante, in a non-title scrap with cruiserweight champion the prototype Gary Galaxy.
Cool. I've taken a real interest in El Vejigante. He's made a serious impact since his return earlier this year.
This next known title match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Lozoya, Puerto Rico, weighing 207 pounds, here is El Vejigante.
The masked man from Puerto Rico has faced nearly everyone in the cruiserweight division from A to Z, and he's already crossed paths with the cruiserweight champ some 2 months back at Showdown at the Spectrum. And El Vejigante has yet to score a win over Gary Galaxy, but the masked enigma isn't missing out on any chances he can take. So fast forward 2 months to tonight, and we'll see if Gary has the masked enigma figured out or not.
His opponent accompanied by Sylvia Strong, from Chesapeake, Virginia, weighing 190 pounds, the reigning RWL Cruiserweight champion, the prototype, Gary Galaxy. Now I'm sure you'd like my spin on it, with some inside info from Sylvia. So here it is. Gary Galaxy believes he does in fact have El Vejigante figured out, and even in this non-title matchup, he and Sylvia both go into it with the utmost confidence. After all, as Sylvie pointed out, if El Vejigante were to win, it would give him leverage towards a title shot Gary might not be down with signing for.
Really? That's kind of juicy. Gary Galaxy, well, what would he do? Probably step over to somebody else, huh?
That part is really Gary's business, and I won't be sticking my handsome pro bosses in that discussion.
Fair enough. I like it. Get him, Wally, his handsome young proboscis. This guy's a riot. All right, here we go. Referee Tom Canamora rings the bell. El Vejigante charges clothesline, takes down Gary Galaxy. Gary brought out with an alley-oop and a pin right out of the gate. One. Just for one. Gary Galaxy getting that right shoulder up just in time. Here we goes a leg snap from El Vejigante. Gary connects with the right, rebounds off the middle rope and a kick to the back of the head of the masked enigma. Back up on his feet. Gary pitches him up against the ropes. Oh, over the top rope, out onto the floor. There's the cruiserweight champion. Takes himself a little walk around. Takes his way back inside and a quick clothesline from El Vejigante. A counter right from Gary. Vejigante whipped to the ropes and a clothesline. Takes him down. Gary Galaxy, a clubbing overhand right, assuming control of things here for the moment. Up on the middle rope, here we go. Big time cross body across the back. Gary covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Well, a near fall. This early on. Off the middle rope, another kick to the back of the head from Gary Galaxy. The cruiserweight champ with a shiver out forearm, man. Gary firing on all cylinders. A quick counter from El Vejigante into a wheelbarrow DDT. That unusual lucha libre style of El Vejigante. Sometimes it pays off dividends. Drives a knee right into the arm of the cruiserweight champion. Gary Galaxy takes a series of rights to the head from El Vejigante. Up on the top rope. Turns himself around. Big time moonsault. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Again, Gary Galaxy keeping it to a near fall. Slowly making his way back to his feet. El Vejigante doing a little bit of showing off here. Look at this. A handstand rebound off the ropes. Wraps the ankles around. There's a whirligig. Gary Galaxy taken for a ride. El Vejigante. Well, Gary puts on the brake, counters with a shot, and another rebound kick off the ropes takes down El Vejigante. Gary Galaxy, the clubbing overhand right, takes himself all the way to the top. Here we go. Look at that, was beautiful. What a spinning slam right there. What a splash from Gary Galaxy. El Vejigante whipped to the far corner. Whoa, look at this. Gary Galaxy getting a little bit fancy here. Mr. Cruiserweight here. El Vejigante reeling, and a series of kicks from Gary Galaxy have taken down El Vejigante. The Cruiserweight champ shoved away. The Masked Enigma catches a shot to the midsection from Gary. Whipped over the top rope, out onto the floor. Sylvia Strong keeping a respectable distance, but looking on. Gary Galaxy with a series of shots, misses with that last spin kick. Rounds up, El Vejigante has him up for the vertical suplex, but no, El Vejigante counters it with a beautiful arm drag. And another wheelbarrow DDT on the outside as referee Tom Kanemaru continues to count. Will Sling Blade rolls himself back up, and then a drop kick to the side of the head of Gary Galaxy. Oh! An elbow to the face. Gary Galaxy pitched towards the ring steps, but doesn't quite make it. El Vejigante definitely steps over Gary Galaxy. Starts raining knuckles on his head again. El Vejigante rounds up Gary Galaxy. Has him by, oh man! Snap suplex on the outside floor. El Vejigante and Gary Galaxy both make it back inside the ring. They lock up, they tussle, they split up. Gary Galaxy again fails to connect with the suplex. El Vejigante tried for a driving knee, but Gary Galaxy rolled out of the way. But now El Vejigante taking Gary Galaxy walk. He's off the top rope, and whoa, what an arm drag right there. El Vejigante, real impressive tonight. Whips Gary into the far corner. Sets him up on the top turnbuckle. Gary Galaxy counters and gets out of a dangerous spot right there. El Vejigante clotheslines him right back into the far corner, puts the boots to the midsection of the Cruiserweight champion. Gary Galaxy hung up on that bottom rope. Leg drop guillotine from the outside. El Vejigante up on the top turnbuckle, big time crossbody splash. Gary Galaxy quickly rolls back to his feet. Oh, and a kick that took down El Vejigante. Could be the end here. 1, 2. But El Vejigante still in the game here. Gary Galaxy putting the boots to El Vejigante, trying to get himself back up to a standing position. Gary Galaxy off the ropes again with another kick. El Vejigante steps out for a brief reset. They lock up. Gary whipped to the ropes. And look at that, a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from El Vejigante. Basement DDT. Right there, that was nice. And another basement DDT. Gary Galaxy trying to get himself back to root. Man, connects with a series of shots and kicks. El Vejigante with a spinning slam and a moonsault for good measure. Nice combination. Look at this. He's sauntering and partying and telling Gary Galaxy to bring it. Hard kick to the back. El Vejigante primed and ready to strike here. Look at this. Boom! Oh, man. What a driver. El Vejigante covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and woohoo! El Vejigante with an upset win over the Cruiserweight champion.
The time, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, El Vejigante.
How about this? The masked Puerto Rican Enigma picking himself up an upset win over the RWL Cruiserweight champion and Mr. Bianco. What you got to say about this?
Well now, this isn't going to sit well with Gary Galaxy, and that goes double for Sylvia. This gives El Vejigante serious credence with the match committee. Still, it's just one non-title loss.
At least for now. More RWL Snarl when we return right after the break.